Don't be alarmed. It's really me, I promise. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I greatly appreciate you being here. I'm going to keep this intro short simply because I'm feeling a little bit, well, a lot of it bare and naked and exposed, and quite frankly I'm ready to change that. So it has been a while since I've actually got on here and done an absolute full face with you guys. Most of the time I already have my brows and foundation complete just to save some time, but I recently just got a lot of new makeup. You guys know my birthday was in April, and I did get a decent Ulta gift card for my birthday, so I was able to splurge a little bit, as well as some other products that I've already had on hand I just haven't played with yet. So I figured, you know what, let's just combine the two and get on here and do a full face first impressions. Also, just another side note slash disclaimer, it is actually pouring down rain and thundering and lightning right now as we speak. So if you just happen to hear some of the rumbling and tumbling throughout the video, please disregard it. There's a hurricane coming. So anyways, I'm done rambling. I'm ready to get some makeup on my face and also play with all this new makeup that I have. So yeah, if you'd like to see me dip and dive into these new products, then keep on watching. Alright, so normally when I do my normal routine, I start off with brows. Sometimes I do brows first before foundation, and sometimes I do foundation and then brows. It really just depends on my mood, but for the most part here lately, I've been doing brows first. I just feel like they stick to the skin better. I don't know, it doesn't even make any sense. But I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. Let me zoom you guys in just a little bit. So for the very first product, we have the Wet n Wild's Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil. And it's in the shade dark brown. So this is actually one of those little triangular type brow doohickeys. I'm very intrigued. I believe Maybelline just recently came out with one of these triangular shaped brow pencils, and a lot of people liked it. So I recently saw this one in the store and was like, you know what, I think I'm going to give a Wet n Wild a good go. So one side of it is the brow pencil, and then the other side has a little spoolie brush. I think it's very convenient just to have them right there. Oh, and while we're at it, I won't be using my typical mirror that I always use. I'm actually going to be using my one from Jeffree Star Cosmetics instead. So anyways, let's get these brows on, girl, because we are looking a little bit rough. You guys will actually get to see me kind of do my brows since I never really do them on camera anymore. Yes, I just start by brushing them up, and then I directly go in and I outline the bottom, which this is going to be very interesting because I've never used a triangle shaped brow pencil. So let's this is going to be interesting to say the least. Like, do I keep it flat and go, or do I use the tip? Like, I don't know, this is confusing. Not really sure how I feel about it so far, but that's kind of like a preference thing because I'm so used to doing it with a regular pencil. This is just something that you have to get used to. So anyways, now that I have the bottom outline, I'm just go in, brush my brow hairs back all the way down, and then outline the top. Gosh, that rain is so loud. Like, disrespectful much. I'm trying to film a video here. So now that I have the top outline somewhat, I'm just going to go in, brush my brow hairs back into place, and then proceed to fill in the rest of the brow. If I'm going to be 100% honest right now, not really a fan, not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, it did its thing and they look pretty decent. I just felt like I had to bear down a lot to get a decent amount of product off for my liking, because again, I'm used to them being a little bit more dark. But it's okay, I like them, they came out fine. Moving on to foundation, my favorite part, and the one I'm going to be testing out today is the new MakeupRevolution, what is this called? Fast Base Stick Foundation. This is what she looks like here. Ooh. I got the shade F10. I hope this shade is I hope the shade matches. I did order it offline, and I know you guys know that when you're ordering foundations offline, it is so hard to tell what your actual shade might be or not. So I hope this matches. If not, we're just gonna make it work. But I feel like I would be a great candidate right now to really see and put this foundation to the test, simply because of everything we have going on here. Obviously, I have some dark spots. I have a little bit of redness going on. We have my notorious mom bags, and also little bits on the hormonal side, if you know what I mean. So my hormonal devils, as I like to call them, they have shown up on my face, and they have came to play with us and join us for today's video. Very annoying in real life, however, they will definitely give me a chance to put this foundation to the test and see just how well it works and just how well it covers, baby. So let's do this and pray for the best. Oh, by the way, I already moisturized my face. I did that off camera before I started to film. As far as primers go, I don't really use primers too much. I just kind of put my foundation on top of a moisturizer. I don't know, it just makes my makeup feel a little bit too heavy, and sometimes primers here lately have been breaking out my face, and it's just so I've just been steering away from those. So in my normal routine, I don't use a primer anyways. So yes, this is how I would normally do it, straight on top of a moisturizer. Let's see how she covers. We see we got a little bit of dark spots and hormonal devils happening here. Let's see. Okay. First thing first, definitely not my shade. She looks couple shades too light, but again, we're just gonna have to go in with the bronzer. But so disregard the shade. So right off the bat, it feels really okay, maybe I should stop striking that one side. Anyways, it feels very creamy, so soft and silky smooth. That is for sure. Besides the color, it definitely covered up those dark spots just with swiping it on. Obviously, we'll have to put it to the test when we blend it out, but just swiping it on, one swipe and they were covered. Okay, alright. So mistake number one, it kind of dries down pretty quickly, and I was obviously running my mouth, so oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that's definitely not my shade. Nope, not at all. Not at all. I will definitely be making an Ulta run and exchanging that ASAP, because honey child, I mean, so far the foundation's nice. It's just that color, girl, we cannot get with it. Like, it's even fixable. I don't know. This is very light. I thought that I was going to be able to fix it, but I don't think so. It definitely has like a dewy type finish. So if you have oily skin, I probably don't recommend this foundation at all. I have kind of normal to dry type skin, so hopefully this won't be too bad on me. But even on me up close, it looks a little bit greasy. Could be my moisturizer. Who knows? Now that I've blended it out, you can definitely still see those dark spots. So I'm just going to go back in with one more layer and see if that will cover them, because I'm definitely a full coverage queen. Oh my gosh, I look like James Charles Flashback Mary, brown version. What the I don't think this is fixable. I don't think, no guys, I'm sorry, but this foundation, I'm just going to take this foundation completely off, and I'm just going to put this one on, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that is more like it. So moving on to concealer. Hopefully this color will be a little bit better. This is the MakeupRevolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. And this one is in the shade C8. Now obviously I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this concealer going around. It's like a $7 or $8 concealer, and supposedly it's compared to Shape Tape, and it is like all the rave nowadays. So yes, I am actually going to be trying it for the very first time, and I'm excited. Just go ahead and apply her. So the doe foot applicator actually does look a lot like Shape Tape, and it's really big. That's what she said. I'm just going to kind of put this in all the places that I want to brighten, being under my eyes, a little bit on the chin area, a little bit on my big forehead. Alright, I've only blended one section and I'm already feeling this concealer. Yes. Here's the real kicker. Under the eyes. So that concealer is definitely probably my new go-to, not gonna lie. I need to go pick up a few more shades in that. Now, just to set that, I am going to be going in with my Makeup Revolution banana powder. This is not new by any means. You guys know I use this all the time, so I'm just going to quickly do that. Okay, so moving on to the fun part, the eyeshadow. Today I'm going to be using something that I have been anticipating using for like the longest time, like since it launched. Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blood Sugar Palette. I don't even understand how excited I am to have this in my hands, much less put it on my face. I am like, I'm done. No wasting time. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. As you guys probably already know, it's like modeled after medical boxes, and it's like, oh wait, I know it's got a mirror in there, so we're just going to yeah, disregard that. Let's put the unicorn in front of it. Can we just take a moment to just So I actually think I'm going to go in first and grab this shade right here called Ouch and put that in my crease. Now I'm just going to go in and grab this shade right here, and it's actually called Blood Sugar. Putting that in my crease as well, just directly below what we just laid down. Oh! Oh my goodness, I barely put that. Jeffree. But I mean, it's Jeffree Star. Like, how could we expect any less? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my god. This color is like everything. I don't know, like, when do you stop? Like, I'm just sitting here just still blending for no reason, because it blended out so easily, so smoothly. Oh my goodness. But I'm just sitting here still blending just because I just can't quit touching it. Now I'm just going to take my Morphe M441 and dip into this shade right here called Fresh Meat. Be blending that directly kind of into Blood Sugar, but also below it just ever so slightly, and also bringing it into my outer V as well, just to give it the slightest bit of depth and dimension. Alright, so now I'm just going to dip into this shade right here called Coma. I'm just going to use that to deepen up my outer V. And by the way, I have no plan for this look either. I am literally just winging this. I'm just winging it, but there's so many gorgeous colors to play with. Can I just say that y'all see all this color I have going on my lids right now? Now granted, everything's pretty much matte, but let me just say, I have literally, I haven't had to wipe off any fallout at all. Go ahead and go right on in with this kind of really kind of brownish gold shade right here called Donor. Just gonna grab a little bit of Fix Plus first, just because that's typically what I do with all or most of my shimmers anyway, so nothing is different, and start laying her on. Okay, wow, really pretty. And I'm just, as you guys can see, I'm just putting this on the same way that I would if I was actually using concealer to cut my crease, just layering that on. Alright, and then for the lower lash line, I am just going to kind of mimic what we did on top. I'm just going to first go in with Blood Sugar and blend some of that down there. Y'all, this shade, oh my goodness. I'm going to follow up right behind that with the darker shade we used called Coma. Now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the shade right here called Sweetener. I'll take a little bit of that and dab it in my inner corners. Alright, so now all I have to do is add some mascara and lashes, and we'll be done with the eyes. I do have some new ones today that I'll be trying out for the first time, and they are the Allure times Jasmine Brown eyelashes, and these are in the shade JB. This is what they look like. I've been wanting to try her collection for a while. I'm sure a lot of you already know who Jasmine is. If you don't know who Jasmine is, she's actually a YouTuber slash influencer herself, and yeah, she teamed up with Allure, and she has like two different styles, I believe two different styles of lashes that she came up with, and these are the more dramatic ones. And that's also why I'm not going to do liquid liner today. The band on these are pretty thick. which I don't mind. It actually, it's like, for me, they feel more secure that way. But I know a lot of people don't like. Okay. All right now. Haven't worn a dramatic lash in so long. I've been stuck on those Christina lashes, which are great. Don't get me wrong, but they're not that dramatic. And it's been a while. Move over, Beyonce. Mama's back. All right, so mascara and lashes are completely on. Now it is time to bring some color back to the rest of the face. And we're gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer first. And the new product that I'm gonna be trying out today is the new Morphe 8H Hi-Fi Sculpt and Shimmer Highlight and Contour palette. There's actually a couple of these you can pick from. They have different shades in there. Let me just cover up the mirror here. So there is a big mirror here at the top, and this is what it looks like. It has 4 contour shades, both warm tone and cool tone, and then we also have 4 highlighter shades as well. So for my skin tone, I'm in between. I don't know if I want to do Donuts or Debutante. I can't decide which one I want to do. I think I am going to go just right next door and apply a little bit of that Debutante shade. Can we just talk about how Morphe has really been stepping their game up, like even with just in the last year, with their products and their packaging, just the whole brand as a whole. Like, it's a pretty amazing thing to watch as well, even just being a consumer. Bronze up my big forehead here. That way we can just kind of fool you into thinking it's 2 sizes smaller than what it really is. Can't forget about that nose, girl, because you know we need to snatch her down a few sizes as well. And obviously I am going to be using this palette for highlight as well, but I am just going to put it aside for the quick little moment so we can do some blush. Alright, so the blush I'm going to be using today is by Wet n Wild. It's one of their color icon blushes, and it's in the shade Mellow Wine. This is obviously not a new product by any means, but I actually have not tried any of Wet n Wild's blushes, which is crazy to me because I have used so many products by Wet n Wild, but never any of their blushes, and I don't know why. Here's another closer look of the shade as well. It's a really gorgeous mauve pink shade, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take this out right now. You know, these little things that they come with. I mean, look at this. Okay, first of all, who uses this? Like, for anything at all, but especially blush. What am I supposed to do with this? No, we don't. No, not around here. Not today. I'm gonna go in with my normal blush brush, which this is just from BH Cosmetics. There's really no name on it, just Old Faithful. Tap off a little bit of excess, as I don't know how pigmented this is, so we're gonna go right on in very lightly at first. Okay, she's very pigmented because I tapped off a lot, and I'm going really light-handed right now, so it's really pigmented, which is great. Okay, Wet n Wild. Okay, I love this color though. So now going back to the Morphe Contour and Highlight palette. For highlight today, there are 4 gorgeous shades here. But I think I'm going to go in with this one right here called Mirage. Oh yes, yes. Oh gosh, yes. Highlight my Cupid's bow right on the center of the bridge and the very tip. I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. And I actually think I'm going to go in and put a little bit of that on my brow bone as well, just to tie everything in together. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in with one of Jeffree's Velour Liquid Lips, and this one is in the shade Unicorn Blood. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of Fix Plus to lock everything in, and we're done. Okay, I don't know what my hair is doing right now, but I did just want to kind of do an overall kind of final thoughts kind of thing, because this is a kind of first impressions. Yeah, so for the most part, I think you guys could tell, for the most part, every product that I use, I was really pleased by, which I didn't expect any less, because I don't really intentionally buy products that I don't think I'm gonna like. However, you guys know there were a couple flops. One being the eyebrow pencil. It really wasn't a flop. It was just something that, again, I had to get used to doing. Maybe I'll just practice with it more and who knows, maybe I will come to love it. And then obviously the foundation. That was, I'm going to count that as a flop for me. Obviously the shade was totally off, but that was partly my fault. Obviously I'm the one who added it to my cart online. Another thing that I didn't like it besides the color was the fact that I thought, I could be very wrong, I need to go read up on it and stuff, but I thought that it said that it was supposed to be kind of like full coverage, and if that is the case, again, I had to go read up on it. If that is the case, then it's not full coverage at all, at least not in my book. It was when I swiped it, but then once I blended it out, it was just a little bit sheer for me. So I don't know, maybe that was my moisture, who knows. There's a lot of factors that could go into that. What I'll probably do is I'll probably go exchange this for my right shade and then try that out and give it another chance. So that is the plan, and if that is what I do, I will obviously keep you guys updated with that. Yeah, but everything else was pretty much a go. So most of these products you will definitely be seeing me use several times again, because for the most part they were all great. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna wrap this video up. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I also hope you enjoy how this little look came out. Also, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Like, what? Oh my gosh, I kind of briefly talked about this in my last video, so I'm not going to talk too much on it. Also, because my camera battery is dying, so I kind of got to hurry up. But I actually hit 1,000 today, which is Monday that I'm filming this, Memorial Day actually. I'm so shocked and in disbelief. Again, I know to a lot of people 1,000 is not a lot, and it's really not a big number in YouTube world. It's not, but it's big to me. It's big in my heart, and it means so much more than you will ever, any of you will ever begin to know. And I just appreciate you all so much. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go because my camera is literally about to shut off. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.